And the BAFTA for leading actor goes to Leonardo DiCaprio.
Thank you, BAFTA. I am absolutely humbled and I'm absolutely honored by this award tonight. I have to say, as an actor, I've been so influenced by so many British actors throughout the years. I want to thank one particular British actor, and that was my partner in this process, Mr. Tom Hardy. Tom, I want to thank the entire crew, Chivo, Mark L. Smith, our writer, Sean and Duncan, my makeup artists who spent hours a day turning me into a living zombie. I want to thank my entire team back home. Of course, all the producers at Fox and New Regency, in particular Arnon Milchan. You stood by this film to the bitter end. I cannot thank you enough. And of course, Alejandro Inarritu. This film would not have been possible without your vision, your intellect, your intelligence, your fierce commitment to authenticity every single day. Thank you for becoming a great friend more than anything throughout this entire process. And lastly, as one person I have to thank, I would not be standing up here if it weren't for this person. I didn't grow up in a life of privilege. I grew up in a very rough neighborhood in East Los Angeles, and this woman drove me 3 hours a day to a different school to show me a different opportunity. It's her birthday today. Mom, happy birthday. I love you very much.
Congratulations to the whole film, and we are surrounded with greatness. Alejandro, I come to you first. As director, this film, when you set out to make this project, I mean, such a huge vision. Did you realise how much it was going to take out of you, out of your cast, out of your crew, out of your production team?
No, I think if I would have thought about it, I would not have made it. Yeah. So something like this you make day by day. You know, it's like a building, like brick by brick, and trying to get the bricks tight and right. But in a way, yeah, we knew that it will be very, very difficult, but it kept growing and with more problems. But you know, it was such an amazing team and with the right spirit that we were able to solve everyday problem. And anyway, it was an adventure, but we were focusing every day, you know.
Congratulations, Leo. 4 nominations for BAFTAs at last. You got it. I think everybody in the auditorium gave a little yelp and cried a little as you got it to win. How does it feel to finally have your hands on that?
It's an amazing feeling, especially for this film. You know, we really submerged ourselves in a different reality. It was. I keep saying this, but it was more like a voyage than anything else that we all went on together and all went through together. And I'm just so proud to be a part of a film like this, a film that I think is an epic piece of art, a type of film that we don't see that often coming from the Hollywood studio system. And this man next to me is just an absolute genius. There's nobody like him right now, and I feel like he made a groundbreaking piece of movie history. And so it's awesome to win for this movie.
I know, and I talked to the producers over here. I mean, what incredible. When he first came to you with this project, you know, how sort of worried, how concerned were you in the beginning about how many problems there could be in shooting a film in these conditions? Such a huge story, such a huge crew.
I actually wasn't worried when you have, you know, Alejandro at the helm and Leo and Tom, this incredible cast sitting, you know, front and center. You know, I knew creatively the film would most likely be something extraordinary. And I figured the rest of it, we'd just, you know, we'd get through it, kind of like the movie, you know. At the end of the day, the best insurance you have is artists like these guys, you know. And the rest, you'll just, each day, take it as it comes and, you know, we problem solved and had a couple of good laughs.
You were sort of like a filmmaker like nobody else, Alejandro, and I think on this project you sort of said at the beginning you wanted to take the audience through everything that Hugh goes through, in a way, through the cold and the pain and the fear and the love and the loss and then vengeance and all those things, and you really do, as you know, it's such a grueling watch and impassioned. I mean, how excited were you to finally put it all together and just see all those dreams come together?
It was great. It was a very physical thing because, you know, differently, you know, in a way films are sometimes very, you know, permeated by theater and literature, and sometimes things are about dialogue and punchlines and plots and twists and things like that. And this was absolutely a different bet. I want this basically the images, the sight and sound suddenly be the ones who are driven that, to get the dictatorship of those elements, that's where cinema can be better. So in a way, I want the people to feel lost in the cinema of the camera, lost floating as the character in the middle of nowhere feel lost. So there's a lot of eloquent silence, I will say, and madness in that silence too. And I think cinematographically, I couldn't have a better partner than Chivo, and we bet on that and see if that worked, and it seems that it worked.
It does work. You leave the cinema, it's sort of emotionally exhausted, but sort of invigorated at the same time. Also, you mentioned on the stage your co-stars Tom Hardy, and Will Poulter and Donald Gleason. They're fantastic, aren't they? And they give Will Poulter. We've sort of seen him here grow up a little bit like you from What's Eating Gilbert Grape. We're watching him grow up in front of our eyes on this huge screen.
Oh, it was amazing. It was such a long period of time submerged in a different environment like that. You couldn't help but have a tremendous amount of camaraderie with your cast. We all were going through this together, and we were given a set of circumstances where, everything was so authentic that we as a cast member, we were kind of reenacting these people's lives. We were really in these conditions. So ultimately, it created a bond for all of us, and Tom's been such a great friend and partner in this process. I couldn't have done it without Tom.
That's it, bonded forever.
Absolutely.
All of you, I think.
We'll always share this experience, that's for sure.
And I'm imagining now that you're going to go and make a lovely, quiet sort of courtroom drama. Yeah, it's sort of a lovely little rom-com, something easy. No. What's next, Alejandro?
The pre-sequel of Revenant, we are already talking about.
Oh, fantastic. You're going to have such great celebrations tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to talk to
Thank
us.
you.
And
Thank you very much.
congratulations so
Thank
well
you.
deserved.
And the BAFTA goes to Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs.